In this video, I show you 4 new Minecraft Parasite mods you've never seen before. I'm going to show you somehow still more of the craziest Minecraft Parasites you've never seen before. Don my raw cryotheum helmet for safety, and let's go. First off, we have Fracture. Last I checked, that was something that happened to your bones. It wasn't really a parasite. What is it? It looks like a rift in the space-time continuum. It's orange and it shoots off bubbles everywhere. I can't actually hit it. Next up we have Deformed Flesh. Now that sounds like a parasite. Oh! Ew, it sounds like a crunching carrot. Don't you dare crawl off this rooftop. It's just a mound of a Mobius flesh with some bones sticking out of it, 2 tiny little arms. It's like a bloody flesh slug with bones. That's awful. Goodbye. Next up we have the Demolisher. Oh! Oh gosh, no. Stay away from me. Stay away. Die. It has more bones sticking out of it as spikes. It has an entire human skull just on its right shoulder blade. It's got bigger arms. It spits pools of acid that poisons you. And it has like a tiny 4-part mouth that hinges out filled with teeth. Oh, stop poisoning me. No. Goodbye. Slicer. Ha. Next up we have the Bloody Totem Stage 1. Oh boy. Ha. Oh. Oh. It's like a flesh trophy. A human-sized flesh trophy with a bunch of sharp bones sticking out of it. Love the variety of bones. It spits out weird little things. Yep, I think they're bombs. No! They explode into parasites! It's summoning more parasites! No! This thing is the herald of the apocalypse! Goodbye, totem! So that totem basically summons in all the other parasites. So it's like a beacon from Escape and Run. I absolutely love that there are guns in this mod. I would also like to say that the reload animations on these things is amazing. Like, so cool. Next up we have the Fleshy Mass. I don't like that name. It is a mass of flesh that the totem was spitting out, more bones, it just looks like a blob, and then it expands and becomes a parasite! Go away, foul creature! Die! Hey guys, if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe, it helps me out a ton. Now, on with the show. I love how I'm not fighting the infection with like Kleenex or disinfectant. I'm fighting it with bullets. Next up we have the Reaper. So he's probably coming to take my soul and drag it to another plane of existence. Oh! It has the lower half of a centipede. Looks like it's built out of some more bloody flesh. Its mouth is made up of 2 like combs of teeth. It has this little antenna thing sticking out of the top. Oh no, it's another tentacle. It has 3 tentacles with sharp bony hooks. It's an Mobius blob that makes a noise like a combination of peeling skin and crunching a carrot. I could spend all day, seriously, describing the crunching noise that these things make, and it would gradually get progressively more gross. So instead of doing that, I'm just going to shoot it. Goodbye! Never give me a gun am mod, or I will spend the entire time firing the thing off. Next up, we have the Bloody Totem Stage 2. Aha! So it is much bigger, it has larger, scary-looking spikes, and it also has these orange, like, veins, ethereal cracks in the top of it. I love those. Those cracks look really, really cool. Ah! Go away! Shotgun! Shotgun work, please! Shotgun work! Oh, it also has a head. I neglected to realize that it has a human skull sitting in it. Bang! 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 I believe I have finally Ah! Oh, there's a skeleton. Skeleton, haha! You are pathetic, you know that? You shooting me with your medieval bow. Time for me to take you into the present day. The 21st century compels you to die! Next up we have the Butcher. Irony. All the mobs in this mod look like they were chopped up and sewn together by a butcher. And now we have one of them named the Butcher. Oh! Ah, it's awful. It's so fast. It is so quick. I can't even see it. Its entire lower half is 1 jaw filled with teeth. It has 4 limbs, 2 like back rabbit legs and 2 really long front ones that it runs along on with long bony claws. And then its head has a skull sticking out to the right of it. I'm gonna die. Where is he? Yoo-hoo! Mr. Butcher! I have just what you ordered. A procedure to turn you into a sausage. Ah! I always forget to reload this thing! Reloaded. And reloaded. And yes, I just used PK to reload both of these because my hands never moved even once. Next up we have the Decaying Demolisher. So somehow the Demolisher has become worse. Oh my gosh! It's gotten so much bigger. Mouth filled with teeth, skull on its left side, bunch of bones sticking out of it. Oh, it also has a skull on its like right shoulder. It has purplish orange spots. It has contracted the parasite pox. Ow. You, sir, have contracted the parasite pox, and the only cure is death. Ah! My friend, I'm so sorry, but your condition is terminal. There is no antidote for you. Actually, I lied. There is one antidote. A bullet! Ha! That was so anticlimactic. Ha! Ha! Next up, we have the Nibbler. Sounds kind of cute. Oh, it is... No, I was about to say it's kind of cute. It isn't. It is a four-winged moth with tattered wings. Its head is a human skull that has just lost all of its orifices. It flies. I should probably mention that. The fact that it just dive bombs you like a more annoying phantom. And then it has two teeth. Two very large fangs dangling from its underside. So it can grab you, hoist you into the air, drop you onto a very sharp rock, and then crunch your bones into meal. Every problem in Minecraft can be solved with enough bullets, or a large enough gun. Next up, we have the Bloody Tome Stage 3. Why? Why do you have to get worse? Oh, it's gotten a lot larger, and the ethereal orange cracks have now spread throughout. It also has the purple pox. No! It has the purple pox! You're infected! The doctor is in the house! Time to give you the cure! You know what? I don't know why I'm even bothering to use guns. By the power of commands, you all die! Ah! Stage 2. Uncario. Right between the eyes. Next up, we have the Decaying Butcher. Oh, you had to make it worse. Oh my gosh! It's the Butcher! But it is bigger, and it is infected with the purple-orange pox. The purple measles. It's so much worse than regular measles because it's purple. Good news, Butcher! The doctor is in, and his recommendation to cure you is death. Butcher! Butcher has been slain by the only doctor who carries a shotgun to every one of his appointments. You may call me Dr. Shotgun. Next up we have Decaying Nibbler. Oh no. Oh no. Oh my gosh! It is so much worse! It has grown a tail with a large spike. Its mouth has grown longer and is infected with the purple pox, the parasite illness. No! Die! Bang! There. It's finally dead. Next up we have Tendril. Sounds like a tentacle. It is exactly what I expected. Ah, no, it isn't! I thought it was just gonna lay on the ground! I thought it was just gonna be on the ground and, I don't know, like, stick out and grab you or something. No, it's an actual creature that makes an awful noise. It has two black, soulless eyes. It runs around the ground, like, twisting and turning and contorting like it's been possessed by a demon. It jumps! I can't even see it enough to shoot it! Die! Next up, we have the Scatterer. Oh! My gosh. What is that?! What is that thing? What is this thing? It's huge. It destroys the ground, covered in infection, and a massive head. 6 legs, with teeth sticking out of them. It is the biggest parasite Minecraft kind has ever seen. I'll be glad to cure it of its illness! Ah ha 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 ha! That's 10 shots directly to the head and nothing. No effect? Not at all? I'm not giving up until I've shot this thing to death, even if it takes me all day. How much health do you have? Finally! Look at this! If you managed to somehow lure this into a cave, you'd have the most effective tunnel bore of all time. Because look at that, this is all the blocks it harvested in like a minute. Imagine how many diamonds you could get with that thing chasing you. Next up we have Toxin. Aha! The creature is a lizard. The skull is crying moss. It's crying foul green liquid. It has a tail, which I'm assuming is a stinger, and it has a mouth with 2 large fangs. It also has 2, like, I don't know, venom cases on either side of it. I would have expected to inflict poison upon me, and for that I'm a little bit thankful. But not thankful enough to spare its life. And last but not least, we have the Affected Scientist. I see. Oh no! It's one of us! It's a Minecraft player who spent so long studying the creatures, and then they escaped. They infected him or her into this monstrous creature you see before you. Missing a hand, there's just like a hollow bone sticking out at the end of it. Its uniform or lab coat has been completely tattered. There are bones showing all through its torso and part of its leg too. And then it's been infected with the parasite orange pox. I'm sorry, doctor, but I must cure you. They must have spent so long looking for a cure to the infection. But the only cure is death by firing squad! Ever run fish with a shotgun before? It's really effective. Oh my gosh, it is really effective! Today I'm going to show you some of the craziest Minecraft wither parasites you've never seen before. Let's go. First off, we have the Attacker. Oh boy. What is this? It's a cow, but it has like a wither skeleton sticking out of it. The cow's head is mutated. Oh, that's awful. This is a foul, foul creature. And that head with the red eyes. Oh, I don't like that. It has a lot of health. Why does it have so much health? Next up, we have the Withering Enderman. Oh! It gives me the wither effect. It's stuck in the ground. Why is it stuck in the ground? That's awful. It has a glow around it. It sits on the ground, bleeding purple ichor. It has eyes that glow red, and it violently shakes while inflicting the wither effect upon you. I'm gonna die. This is the mob personification of passive aggression. Goodbye. How much health do you have? It's immortal. Goodbye. Next up, we have the Withering Cow. Oh! So it's the attacker, but minus the extra head. It's basically just a cow, but it's been turned gray, has black ooze covering it. I can see its ribs on this side, and its head. Oh, that face. Eyes have been clouded over with the wither effect. Why does its head have to be bent off to the side? You couldn't just make it go straight forward, make it slightly less scary? Next up, we have the Withering Chicken, spelled with a K and no C. The Withering Chicken. Oh no. It moves way faster than usual. It's attacking the horse for whatever reason, and it has like glow lichen all over it. No, stop hitting the horse. Why is it hitting the horse? This is the most aggressive chicken I've seen. Horse versus chicken. Fight, 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 fight. What is happening here? Why is it fighting the horse? It killed it. No, now it's fighting me. Nope. That was hilarious. Next up, we have the Withering Spider. Oh no. Why is it trying to attack the other mobs? Oh no, it's spawning a withered creature. Let's try that again with no mobs for it to kill. It's a spider, but it's just black. Its fangs are gray. It only has one eye, and it's just been corrupted with the wither effect. There's black ooze spilling all over it. Die! I will embed my hatchet into your skull as many times as it takes to kill you. Hey guys, if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. It helps me out a ton. Now, on with the show. Next up, we have the Withering Zombie. Oh no. Oh, it's armed. It has one Herobrine eye and one bright red eye. Its skin has been like, get me out of here. Its skin color has been reduced to a slightly less vibrant green. It is covered with the wither effect. It's just gradually infecting it. That Herobrine eye is really freaking me out. And then look at this. It is armed. It literally has an iron sword. This zombie not only has been infected, it's learned how to fight. And it actually swings the thing. Look at that swing animation. Do that again. That is cool. It does an actual swing animation. That's awesome. This is the coolest wither mob I've seen yet. Next up, we have the Withering Creeper. Run away, run away. No, no, it tracks the infection. It's a creeper, but it's white and black at the same time. One red eye, one black eye. The creeper's color has just been turned snow white, and it tracks infected blocks wherever it goes. No. Why does it explode? It doesn't explode. It just withers you. No, it just spreads the infection. It doesn't... there it does. No! What is this? What are you? It's like a little creeper head. Awful. Die. Please, die. No, the infection's spreading. No, 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 no. Gotta destroy all of this or else the entire world is doomed. This is a massive line. Next up, we have the blob. Ah! What is that? It is a blob. It's just a bunch. It's spreading soul sand. It's just a monstrous cube of all manner of mob. Oh, if you step in the soul sand, you are stuck. What is happening? Every creature here has red eyes. I don't know what those two things are. It's the summoner of the apocalypse. It's the herald. Every Parasite mod has to have a herald, and this is it. It's awful. It's a cube of meat and death. Kill everything. Next up, we have the golem arm. Okay, not the full golem, but it still sounds pretty intimidating. Aha. It's literally just the arm of an iron golem, but it's been infected with the wither. Ah! And it summons in something else. It summons in whatever the heck this thing is. Maybe I am the wither infection. Huh, well that's something. Yeah, it was certainly something. I don't know what it was. Next up, we have the living golem arm. That's what that thing was. So the golem arm has now grown sentience. It has two black wither skeleton arms for legs. A head, if you can call it a head. It's really just a cube with a bunch of red eyes. Or teeth. Wait, no, they're red bleeding teeth. I think. It's just an arm that has gained sentience and now walks among Minecrafters. That's kind of scary. And then there's the grub. Next up, we have the hunter. I do not like the sound of that. Oh! Okay, well, I'm actively being hunted. Its bottom half is lit with blue soul fire. It has 3 or 4 heads covered in glowing red eyes. It can fly. I should probably mention that. Where is it going? It seems to have a mission, and I don't know what its mission is. Is its mission to kill that cow on the horizon? It looks really cool. I have to admit that. It's also getting higher and higher, so I can't actually reach it. Oh, there we go. Now I hit it. What do you do? Oh! Hit me! It doesn't hit that bad. It hits for like 2 hearts maybe. It's not that dangerous, but I've got to say it looks absolutely awesome. It doesn't have legs either. It's just a floating torso. Ah, there's the grub. Next up we have the Withering Phantom. Great. 2 of my least favorite things. It's a phantom, but it's now turned into faded gray-blue, and it has red beady eyes. This looks so cool. I'd like this to just be a texture pack. Like every mob in Minecraft just looks way scarier. Hits for half hour damage, so not that dangerous. Just really cool looking. A lot of health, and it also spawns in a block. Block of evil. Next up we have the Withering Piglin. We're moving on to nether mobs, I guess. Oh no! That is scary. It's a piglin, but it's been infected by the wither. Half of its head is completely black. Its legs and arms are covered in part glow-like and part wither stuff. And it wanders towards you very menacingly. The walking animation of these things is really scary. It's like I have fresh animations turned on. And there's an actual hitting animation. I love this. There should be animations like this in just vanilla Minecraft. There really should be. Goodbye, pig boy. Die! Next up we have the Lingering. Doesn't sound ominous at all. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. What is happening here? It has 2 long legs, 2 long arms, 1 head with a bunch of red eyes. One of its arms has a club, which is another arm. And then it has whatever this is. It has like a tail that splits into a set of glasses. What is that? And then it has the hitting animation. That is funny. I like you. I love that his legs are squishing together back and forth. Next up we have the Spawner. Oh, hello. Is a pillar of wither skeleton torsos and a bunch of red heads. So I'm assuming you spawn in enemies. You're like another herald of the apocalypse. Ah! It summoned in something! It summoned in a pale blaze. Okay, that's cool. I'm going to kill the lot of you now. By the power of commands. Die! Next up we have the Withering Golem. Oh my gosh. That is awful. Moves faster than a regular golem. Corrupted with glow lichen and the wither stuff. One of its eyes is red. Its nose wiggles back and forth. That is an awesome detail. This is one scary looking dude. I wish it did full golem damage, because then it'd be way more dangerous. But still, really cool looking mob. Next up we have the Wither Burrower. So that's it. This is the grub. This is the evil little leech thing with a glowing white mouth that starts it all. That summons and heralds the infection. Oh no, it's infecting the sea turtle. I can't let you live now that it swam into you. I'm sorry, but like all of your kind will be corrupted unless I kill you. It has an item too. Burrower. Ew. Can you eat it? You can, and it gives you rotten flesh. Always wanted to eat an awful grub. Next up we have the Spreader. Okay. It's a spider, but it has a wither skeleton on top of it. Red eyes. No, it's spreading the infection. No, I should have seen that coming. It literally just makes the infection spread across the ground. As long as it lives, the infection will always be spreading. No, I can't let you do this. Die. No, it spreads so much. Look at this. It's everywhere. Okay, I believe I got all of it. And now the entirety of the spawn area looks like a mess. Next up, we have the Oxidizing Marionette. Awesome name. Whoa, that is awesome. It's the golem, but it's been completely overhauled by the infection. Red eyes on its torso and legs. Its arms have become the combined torsos of many skeletons. It's got a bunch of heads too. And then sticking out of its head is another evil wither skeleton head. All of its limbs, except for its legs, have been just completely replaced by the wither skeletons. It has an unbelievable amount of health too. Next up we have the Crawler. Oh no. Oh, that's awful. It's literally the classic horror movie zombie without legs crawling towards you moment. It's just a torso that crawls around on its arms. Love the crawling animation. With the head, the classic wither head with all the red eyes. Or teeth. I don't know what they are. And last but not least, we have the Mutating Withering Zombie. Oh no. There has to be mutants too? Oh no! What is this? It's just a pile of zombie. It's been completely corrupted by what looks like stone. It just lays there on the ground. Wither infection is definitely present. Its sword lays down next to it. And if I hit it, does it attack me? Nope. Okay. It just lays there. So it's a corpse. I'm going to show you some more of the craziest Minecraft wither parasites you've never seen before. Let's go. First off, we have the Withering Hoglin. Oh no! It reminds me of the Withering Piglin from the last video. Half his head is completely just charred black. There are charred black patches all over his skin. and there's like glow lichen all over him too. Not to mention, his eyes are completely soulless, and he knocks you like 10 feet into the air. He's also missing one of his tusks. That's a cool detail. One of his legs, too, has also just been completely reduced to black bone. Violent Piggy. Next up, we have the Withering Villager. Oh, no. Oh, that's awful! It reminds me of the Escape and Run Parasite Villager, but this time it's black. Its eyes have been blotted out with black, half its head is black, and its fingers are long, black bones. That is scary. I think I can also see some of its bone on its face. And its tongue is gray! Why is its tongue gray? Die. Next up, we have the drowned, mutating, withering zombie. What a mouthful. Oh gosh. It's a zombie, but it's been completely corrupted. Black corruption all over its legs and torso. Its hands are solid wither skeleton bone. Its head has gone to the dark side, bright red eyes, and it's just been completely corrupted by the wither. And then it's armed with an iron sword. That's a pretty cool swing animation. It does a lot of damage. Alright, buddy, you want to fight hand-to-hand combat? Come at me! You cannot win. I'm armed with a hatchet. Next up, we have the Withering Pig. Oh no! I can see its bony ribcage. It has like a cyborg face because one of its eyes has completely been corrupted by the bone. Red eyes, glow lichen all over him. He kind of looks one of the least corrupted mobs I've seen from this mod so far. Hits for a half-hour damage. It's not that much. And really weak. Next up, we have the Withering Evoker. Oh no, this is just a nightmare waiting to happen, isn't it? No! What is that? Look at that. Ah! What on earth? Oh yeah, this is terrible. Half its face has been corrupted. Red eye. Its normal face is covered in glow lichen. It has pants now, which is kind of strange. One of its hands is black. And it summons in a bunch of other mobs. And then, not to mention, it summons in wither mouths from the ground that inflict you with the wither effect. You're awful. You're awful, you know that? Absolutely terrible. Goodbye, Laya. Hey guys, if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. It helps me out a ton. Now, on with the show. Next up, we have the Withering Vindicator. No! Oh my gosh. His entire forehead has been replaced with wither bone. Red eyes just like the rest of him, but his arms are completely gone. There's just blood on like his elbow joints, and then there's no more arms. His running animation is really funny. I love how his legs are just like skittering around. And he doesn't have an axe anymore because he doesn't really have arms anymore either. I'll stab you repeatedly until you are dead. Go to the afterlife, you foul, foul creature. Next up, we have the Withering Pillager. Whoa. His robes have been completely torn. He has a little bit of infection on the left half of his head. One of his eyes is red. His arm, that is not armed with a crossbow, has been completely cut off and its socket is bleeding. His other arm is perfectly fine and can definitely shoot you. And he just looks like, in general, more torn up and ragged than a regular pillager. Oh, wait, hang on, he has an arm. It's just like a wither skeleton arm. I'm loving the shooting animation and the fact that the crossbow looks like it's loaded at all times. Regular pillagers should really have that animation. And make it a lot more funny. I'm a pincushion. I have an arrow like 2 to the groin, 1 to my arm. My head has been impaled by 5 separate arrows. I'm gonna be bleeding for the rest of the day. Next up, we have the Withering Ravager. No! No, you don't get to do this! The running animation looks really cool. Covered in glow lichen. A patch of like wither infection on his back legs and on his front legs, just a little bit, but less. And on his head, there's just like one big splotch. Like he got acid thrown on his face like Two-Face. And now he's just got this dent, this corrupted part with the red eye. He moves a bit slower than a regular Ravager, and he does way less damage. But the mouth animation is awesome, and so is the running animation. Next up, we have the Withering Patrol. I don't know what that means. What is that? What is that? What are you? It's literally just... Ah! Oh, it summons in more. It's literally just a stick. Oh, it summons in. It's summoning the infection. It says Wither Skeleton, but more bony, and it's summoning in the infection everywhere it goes. Yep. No more of you. Goodbye. Now I gotta destroy all this, or else the entire world will be corrupted because of it. There we go. Nice and fixed. Next up, we have the Deep Lurker. Like the name. What is that? I think this thing is meant to be under the water. Whoa, it keeps jumping. Big bony tail. Its entire body is just a large rib cage, and its head has no facial features. It just looks like a block of bedrock, but black. Next up, we have the Failed Mutating Withering Zombie. The names just get longer and longer. What is that? Oh no. No, stop with the summoning of the infection. It's a zombie, but his head has been corrupted. Its arms are just covered in infection, and it has like 4 bony detachments. I have to kill it now or else the world is doomed. Next up we have the Wither Blaze. That is awesome. It is like a pale blue instead of orange, covered in smoke, red eyes. This looks, and then of course it shoots fire at you. This is awesome. A pale blaze should really exist in Minecraft, in like a snowy biome or something, and then it inflicts like the freezing effect. That'd be really cool. Mojang, you should be taking notes. Next up we have the Prowler. So we're talking the villain from Marvel, right? Not some other demonic entity. Nope! It's some other demonic entity. It's a wither skeleton, but he has blades for hands, and his mouth, like, wobbles up and down. That's kind of scary. The fact that he has knives for hands definitely makes him a lot more intimidating, even though he's not actually that much more dangerous. He jumps, too. He also has a weird, like, stabbing animation where he just impales you with both his blades. Next up, we have the Wither Traveler. Okay. What is this? It's a creepy-looking hunchback wither skeleton with red eyes, a backpack, and one of his arms is, like, freakishly long. So it's like the Hunchback of Notre Dame, but a wither skeleton. I like that idea. This looks really cool. Next up, we have the Multitude. What? It's literally just a mass of wither skeleton stuff. All the different heads, all the torsos, all the arms. Just a massive, like, deranged skeletal tree. I love how this looks. Next up, we have the Mangled. Whoa. That is cool. It's like the Multitude, but mobile. It's just an amalgamation of wither skeleton torsos, legs, and heads. But this time, it can actually chase after you in a very, very scary manner. It's got 4 legs, and it does quite a bit of damage. Goodbye. Next up, we have the Agonizing Zombie. Ooh. Oh gosh. So it's a zombie, but taller. One of its arms is a freakishly long wither arm. Head and torso infected by the wither infection. And then look, I think this is the agonizing part. Its legs have been, like, reinforced with ice. Or some type of blue, like, material or infection. Ooh, I like this. We're spreading into new infected grounds. Next up, we have the Agonizing Creeper. What? That's not even a creeper at this point. It's literally just a wither skeleton with the creeper's face and white, I don't know, pantaloons, like white shorts and a white hat. And of course, it tracks the infection wherever it goes. Nope. Goodbye. Immediately hate you. Next up, we have the Agonizing Walker 1. It looks exactly like the zombie, but it has something on its shoulder. It has like an extension on its shoulder. Interesting. Also, its leg is black. I think those are the only changes I can really tell. Looks very similar to the zombie. Next up, we have the Agonizing Walker 2. Oh, yep, now it's worse. So it's the Agonizing Creeper, but with an abdomen and another head sticking out of its shoulder. Look at the way the arms twitch. I don't like that. Loving the blue, not really liking the spidery bits. Oh gosh, and it blew up into a bunch of tiny mobs. Next up, we have the Agonizing Remnant 1. I see. So it's basically the witherified spider, but it's lost all of its legs and it just crawls around on 2 stumps, biting my ankles, infecting me with, like, wither spores or something. I've been calling it agonizing this whole time. It's just agoning. How long have I been doing that? Next up, we have the Agoning Remnant 1. Aha! It's a creeper head that crawls around on 2 arms, and it has, like, a 3rd little tail that it just drags around. You're kind of cute. I'd like you as a familiar. I'd like you as my magical little pet. Next up, we have the Agonizing Carrier. Oh! It's like the Warden. Oh my gosh. What is that? It has, like, centaur legs. It has blue at the bottom, 4 centaur-like legs. It's like the zombified cow and zombie were mixed together. Inflicts the wither effect and blindness. The blindness really catches you off guard. I don't like that. But otherwise, it looks really, really cool. Next up, we have the Agonizing Bomber. Expect many explosions in our future. Oh! Yup, it's exactly what you think it is. It was just a bomb. It was just a bomb that exploded into a bunch of evil minions. I didn't expect to be blown up today, but I guess it was a pleasant surprise. Next up, we have the Withering Turtle. Oh, great. It's literally a sea turtle, but it's, ooh, I like the pale green color. That looks, I love this shade of green. There should be, like, another species of turtle in Minecraft that's this color. And then, of course, it has, like, black rib cage on top, and its face, mostly black with red eyes, just like usual. It's also impressively violent for a turtle. Next up, we have the Wither Decayer. It is a mouth. It's literally like a skeletal torso with 3 legs and a mouth on top. What do you do exactly? Nothing. It just sits there and weirds me out. And last but not least, we have the aftermath. That doesn't even sound like a mob. It sounds like an apocalypse. Oh! What is that? It's the Withering Enderman, but it's been infected with blue, and it has a bunch of arms and a screaming face on its back. It just stands still, menacingly, inflicting blindness and the wither effect. It literally just summons in mobs and withers you to death while you're blind so you can't even see it. This is insane. You must be the boss of this mob. I really like you, buddy. Goodbye to the lot of ya. And last but not least, before I end the video, I've got to do something that I promised in the last video. Summon in the Obama. Whatever this does, do not right click. I repeat, do not right click. I have to. What does it do? Ah! The abomination of the world has begun. Everyone run. Every block in the ground is literally just the Obama texture. What is happening? And there are like Obama people. There are Obama zombies and Obama blobs. What is this? What the heck is this? Why am I being attacked by a US president in Minecraft? Help me! I'm going to show you some of the moldiest Minecraft parasites you've never seen before. Let's go. Don my mold shroom helmet for safety, and let's go. First off, we have Jimbo. What does that even mean? What on earth is this? It's a Roblox character with bright gray veins, wearing a pot on his head, who's begging me for help in the chat. What is happening? Why are you speaking to me? Next up we have the mold. What is this? Oh gosh, it's a bunch of black, scary looking faces, like jack-o'-lanterns poking out of the green. Goodbye. Oh! Oh! Oh, my ears. Ah! What was that? Next up we have the moldy infector. It's a worm. It's literally like a living intestine. It's a parasitic worm that runs very quickly. Get back here. Let me hit you. Ah! What is going on? Next up we have moldling. Oh. Oh gosh. Oh no. Oh. It is a torso made of mold with 2 arms, a creepy jack-o'-lantern face, and some mushrooms sticking out of the back of its head. Ah! What is up with the noise? Next up we have the mold pincer. Oh no. It makes a creepy breathing noise. It has a sinister grin on its face. Its body is a big, like, it's kind of like the Grinch, I guess. Except for the fact that his head, the top of his head has been torn off. And then he has these long, like, razor sharp claws. One hand is literally just a knife and the other is scissors. That's scary. Every time you respawn, that noise happens. Why? That's awful. I think that is the worst game feature I've ever seen. Every time you respawn, there's a massive loud noise that jump scares you. Why? Why would you do that? Next up, we have the Perceptor Beginning. It is a large moldy eyeball with pink veins and a red slit that stares at you judgmentally. Next up, we have the Perceptor Stage 1. Oh gosh. Okay, it spreads like wildfire. It spreads the infection like wildfire. No, I'm gonna have to kill you all. Kill you all, goodbye. Ah! So that thing is literally the herald of the infection, because it just spreads mold absolutely everywhere. Hey guys, if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. It helps me out a ton. Now, on with the show. Next we have the Perceptor Stage 2. I'm going to plant this on this faraway island. So that maybe, just maybe, I won't have to deal with the consequences of this thing. Oh! It is just a massive ball of eyeballs that spreads the infection and shoots eyeballs at you. It's a ball of eyeballs that shoots eyeballs and summons in a swarm of eyeballs. What am I looking at? Finally, we have the Perceptor Stage 3. I'm going to stay in creative and hope that's not going to spread everywhere this time. Is that going to happen? Probably not. No. Oh! It's just a massive eyeball. It's a huge, ginormous eyeball. I have to kill you now. Kill you now. Nope. No more of the eyeballs. You know what? That's so far away, I'm going to leave that there. I'm not even going to worry about that. I'm going to leave you off in the distance and not have to worry about that. Why did you spawn here? Next up, we have the Moldy Horse. Oh. Wait, what? Okay, that's not even a horse. That is a horse's body with a massive shroom sticking out of it for a head and a long, like, celery stick arm with a knife at the end of it. That's not a horse. It's an abomination. You cannot call this a horse to any extent of the imagination. You cannot do that. Next up, we have the Moldy Sheep. Oh. Oh, no, that's cursed. No, you don't get to do that. You don't get to just make its neck moldy and then make its jaw hinge open like this. Its lower jaw has just completely fallen off. That's awful. That's so unnervingly bad. Next up, we have the moldy pig. This isn't a pig. The pig's head has just wrapped around the front of it in like a weird like spinal column type thing, and the mold is everywhere. This isn't even a mob. It's a piece of modern art. It's a statue. It's a pig flesh and mold statue. And it tries to drown you too. It's killing my armor. Next up, we have the moldy zombie. Oh, that's foul. Yep, it's a zombie, but it has a massive arm sticking out of its chest with a large knife. Its arms have been possessed by the mold and are now obscenely large, and its head has shrooms sticking out of it all over the place, and I can also see some blood in there. Some nice blood and guts and nasty zombie bits. Next up, we have the moldy villager. Oh, it's a villager. No, it's a villager with a shroom sticking out of its head, and its mouth, no, that is cursed. Its mouth is completely open with a bunch of sharp, scary, square teeth, and has a very bloody mouth, not to mention. I feel like I'm in The Last of Us. Every monster here has a mushroom growing out of its head. Next up, we have the moldy skeleton. Oh no! This thing is a two-shot kill. It sprints at you. It is a skeleton who's now, all of its internal organs have been turned to mold. Its face has been corrupted and distorted into an awful, like, moldy hole, and it's lost its bow. But instead now it runs at you with its two legs and tries to hit you to death. It's very dangerous. Why does that noise have to play every time I respawn? That is awful. Next up, we have the moldy cow. Oh, no! This cow's mouth is wide open, which is not something it should be able to do in the first place. And it has a alien corrupting pincer. A crazy, syringe arm sticking out of it. Not to mention its mouth is full of blood, as per usual. And of course it has square teeth. Stop with this. No more of the infected. Why? Next up, we have the moldy spider. Oh no. Okay, spiders don't fly. This isn't even a spider. It's an 8-legged mosquito with 2 shrooms for wings. This doesn't make any physics sense whatsoever. It's literally a dead spider with 2 shrooms for wings and 1 shroom sticking out of its face. Next up, we have the moldy squid. It's the squid of your nightmares. Its legs are freakishly long, ending in some sharp spikes, and its head, as per usual, there's a shroom sticking out of it. Next up, we have the moldy enderman. No, it tracks the infection. It's an enderman's corpse, but it spreads the infection from its body, and it summons the mold! When it dies, it summons the mold! So the mold appears to be like a fungal infection that spreads its spores through the dead bodies of any living mob, and then it reanimates them and uses it for its own nefarious purposes. Ah! What the heck is this? What is this? What am I looking at? I'm out of here. I'm gone. I am flying to less infected shores. I don't know what did that, but I don't want to know. Next up, we have the lumberer. So it's a lumberjack parasite. Nope. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. It's a zombie with freakishly long legs, a large arm with a knife shooting out of its chest, long arms. It's like the Slender Man mold zombie. And it has a huge fungal tree sticking out of its head. Bye. The one thing I hate about playing all these parasite mobs is having to clean up all the ooze that keeps spawning wherever I go. Literally everywhere I go, all this nasty stuff spawns in. I gotta clean it up, or else the entire video I'm gonna be dealing with parasites I never asked for. Next up, we have the sprinter. So I'm assuming it has never missed leg day. Oh, hello. Oh no, it's the 2-shot skeleton, but with a massive arm sticking out of its chest. No! There's a children's book called If You Give a Mouse a Muffin. This is what happens when you give a skeleton a knife as an extension of its form. You also give it, ridiculously funny running animation. This thing is insanely dangerous. Next up, we have the knuckle dragger. It's a villager, but it's the size of a golem, does the same amount of damage as a golem. Of course, there's mushrooms sticking out of its head and its mouth, and its legs and arms are completely made of mold. That is foul. Knuckle dragger, meet the power of commands. Stop with the noise! I'm sick and tired of that stupid noise. Next up, we have the knight. Wow. Something that doesn't actually sound like a parasite. Sounds perfectly normal and sensible, yeah? What? That's it? That ain't... No! They've turned a cow into a knight. No, this isn't a knight. Okay, so the cow's legs have been ripped off and have been replaced by the mold. The cow's head is now facing down. Its mouth is open with a mushroom sticking out of it. It has no real head aside from that. And then its two arms have formed a massive parasite shield and sword. Okay, I admire the originality and the creativity. But at the same time, this is the most cursed thing I've seen from this mod yet. Next up, we have the Evolved Moldy Horse. It's a horse, but it's just rooted to the ground by the fungal infection. It also appears to be unable to move. Yes! Yes! Suffocate, you awful moldy monstrosity! I'd take out all my anger on you because you're a sitting duck. And last but not least, we have the Mold Carrier. Ah! Run! What is this? Yeah, okay, great, chat. Thanks for that. What? This isn't a mob. This is an army! This is what I'm up against. After seeing this army, this onslaught of moldy death, I can honestly say that I do not want to play any more of this mod. Ever again. That and the fact that every time I respawn, there is a loud noise that kills my eardrums. My very mold-covered eardrums. And now it is time to join my place among the mold. Sayonara. Today I'm going to show you some of the craziest Minecraft Halo parasites you've never seen before. Let's go. Load my Needler, Shotgun, Sidekick, and Magnum. Now I'm fully armed and prepared for whatever we may face. First off, we have the Flood Tadpole. Okay, so this species must, like, be some type of frog thing, yeah? Or at the very least, amphibious. Aw, look at it. It's like a little grenade squid. It's cute. And now it's dead! Oh, I'm gonna have a lot of fun with these guns. Next up, we have the Pod Infector. Oh, ah! What is that? Okay, so it's basically the squid we just saw, but it's gotten more legs, 3 long sticks with, like, red flowers on the ends of them, and it runs towards you hungrily. Nips at your ankles, not that dangerous. Ah! Ah! And it evolved into something! Ready to go. I also like to say that the animation for this sword is absolutely awesome. Next up, we have the Carrier form. Herald of the Apocalypse much? Whoa! Ah! What the heck? Ah! What is happening? Where are they? Hello? My shotgun's loaded. I'm armed and dangerous. Stay back! What is all this? Ew. It's like mold. Okay, quick recap of what just happened to make sure I'm not going insane. I summoned an explosion of dirt. Very green dirt. Which promptly sent blocks flying every which way, summoned a couple of mobs, which I promptly shot to death, and I never actually saw what the carrier was. Cool. Next up, we have the Maw form. Hopefully this thing isn't gonna blow up and vanish on me. Why is the spawn egg a tree? Ah! Oh! I know why it's a tree now. I understand why it's a tree! I understand why it is a tree! Ah! I'm being eaten. I'm being devoured into the ground. How do I get out of here? Great. They're subterraneous tree monster. Ah! Ah! Eh! There it is. Die! Die! It's like the creaking. It's like the parasite version of the creaking. Get away from me. It's literally the parasite creaking. Die, please! Bye, guys! It is the parasite equivalent of the creaking, and it just screams. That's all it does is scream violently. I'm shooting you. I'm gonna shoot you to death. I'm gonna shoot you to death! Ah! Grenades! 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 What is happening? I can't kill this thing for the life of me. It doesn't die. Ah! What is this? What the heck is this? Hey guys, if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. It helps me out a ton. Now, on with the show. I thought I was just dealing with a tree, but it looks like a large spaceship, emitting a lot of smoke, has crashed into the island, promptly setting all these trees on fire. Is this the Flood Mothership or something? This mod is way more elaborate than I was expecting. This is crazy. Oh yeah, look at the entire place is burning down. Because I don't think these tree monsters are gonna go away ever. I'm just gonna, yeah. I'm gonna travel over to this island and hopefully the infection doesn't bother me over here. Should be far enough away from the violently smoking ship. Everything will be fine. Everything will be fine. Oh, come on, there's one of you out here already? Next up we have the human form. Oh, I see. It looks like across we escape and run the mold. We have a very zombified looking dude who only has basically one arm, a torso, and a head left that hasn't been infected. He's wearing gray pants. One of his legs has been infected by the green. One of his arms is just a stump of green. And the other arm is a massive, bulky mass of infection with long claws. He's got 3 tendrils sticking out of him. And he also appears to have, like, reddish gills. Not to mention his mouth is very bloody. Okay, buddy. How'd you like to be on the receiving end of a shotgun? I know it was always a dream of your... There we go. Next up, we have player form. Oh, boy. Ah! What are you doing here? Oh, no. Buddha Bob. Buddha Bob? Who's Buddha Bob? It looks a lot like the last guy. The only difference is he appears to be wearing iron leggings, leather boots. He's more greenish, and his head has been completely, like, burned up. It's just completely black. He also has more tentacles. I still don't know why his name is Buddha Bob, though. That's kind of strange. Okay, Buddha Bob. Yeah! Yeah! Eat Tay's sword. Next up, we have villager form. Oh, no. Oh, no! Ah! Okay, well, it was a villager that was covered in green infection-y bits, but now it just exploded into these exploding little mobile bombs. Why does every mob in this mod have to explode in a greenish-yellow burst? Why? Like, you had to pick the most disgusting color, too. Next up, we have the pillager form. Oh, it just gets worse and worse. Oh! It's armed with a crossbow. Moves a bit slower. Armed with a crossbow. Okay, it can fire, and it poisons you. It literally poisons you with its arrows. That's crazy. We still got the gills, the green, the claw, the tentacle. Pretty much the same layout, but with a pillager. And it's really cool, though. Ah! It also has a mouth that opens, of course, just to creep me out. And it has very soulless eyes. Buddy, it's time to put you out of your misery. Ah! There we go. I love these guns so much. I'm also actively dying. What is happening to my arms? Look at the reloading animation. My arm is just digging inside my torso. That's amazing. Next up, we have the Vindicator form. Oh, so it's going to be armed with an axe, yeah? Yup, it's armed with an axe. I can see all the moldy, greeny bits all over him. The red frills, the one black tentacle just waggling off to the side, soulless black eyes, mouth that hinges up and down, and iron axe. I'm assuming you're going to be real deadly, so I'm going to chew this apple real quick. How much do you hurt for? Hurts for about... Oh, gosh! Hurts for about, like, 5 hearts of damage, maybe? Something like that. Didn't anybody tell you never to bring an axe to a gunfight? You won't win. You will lose horrendously. Next up, we have the Evoker form. This is a nightmare. This is going to be a nightmare. I'm positive. Positive. Oh! It doesn't actually seem that dangerous, because it looks like when the flood infected him, he lost all of his, like, evoker magic. All he's armed with is a Totem of Undying. Not to mention... Ah! And he explodes! Of course! Everything in this mod explodes when it gets close to you! Now I gotta clean up this nasty, like, murky ooze that they leave behind. Next up, we have the Marine form. So I'm guessing this is gonna be a Halo person, but infected by the flood. Oh, gosh! And it blew up. Of course it blew up. And now I'm gonna get blown up to death by these things. His name is Captain Keys. Cool. Hello, Captain Keys. Oh, your face is really messed up, buddy. He makes a disgusting squelching noise when walking around. He seems to be trying to kill a dolphin at the current moment. Oh, gosh. He's about the size of an iron golem. His head is tilted at a natural angle, and the flood has really just messed this guy up. His heart appears to be bulging outwards with a bunch of little flowery tendrils. One of his arms has completely become a tentacle, and the other one looks very cursed. Sorry, Captain Keys. Your time here is up. Bye! Next up, we have the Enderman form. Oh, boy. Oh! That ain't good. Oh, it teleports. It teleports everywhere. Where is he? There he is. It's an Enderman's corpse, but it's been made bigger, covered in the flood. Arms have become vine-like tentacles. Legs have become springs with 2 toes. Its heart kind of looks like a warden. It has, like, an end crystal for a heart. He has, like, this big, yellowish, bulbous, like, I don't even know what it is, growth on his back. His head is kind of built like the alien Brood. That's what all these flood creatures remind me of. They remind me of the Brood from Marvel. And his mouth has hinged open into 2 insect-like mandibles. You're glitching too much. You know what happens when you glitch too much? You get exterminated! Next up we have the Sanghili. The Sanghili. The Sanghangu no Haniwa. Ah! What on earth is that? It's a big red fighter. He's armed with a gun. He is actively shooting me with the same shotgun I'm armed with currently. If you've been infected by the flood, and yet you still manage to somehow shoot me, the Brood has infected his entire upper right half. His face isn't even a face anymore. It's just a lump of green mush with gills. One of his arms has a massive hand with long fingers, and his other arm is actively shooting me with a shotgun. Here, take some back at you. No more shots. No one out shotguns me. Nobody. Oh, would you look at that? It's a perfectly normal zombie. Guess what, buddy? This ain't the Minecraft you once knew. I'm armed with a gun. Next up, we have the dead human form. So what does being dead make it? Is it, like, less dangerous or more dangerous? No! No way! It's the human form. But he literally just, as soon as I spawned him, he just fell over on the ground. He's a corpse. He's a living corpse. Next up, we have the dead player form. Timber. The screen shakes a little when they fall, and then there's a wet squelching sound when they land. Next up, we have the dead villager. Timber. The dead pillager. And the dead vindicator. Why? Why do you exist? Their heads are just shaking up and down. They're like bobbleheads. Oh, that's awesome. Slice one. Oh, I got all three in one go. Ha! Next up, we have the dead evoker. Timber. The dead marine. Timber. And the dead Sanghai. Sanghai. Oh, why is it blue now? Cool. Just a bunch of corpses. Who knew that the power of a shotgun could right a spaceship?